Hey everybody, Marshall here again. I wanted to do another follow-up video on the original Vaxxed video that I did. And I wanted to talk about an argument that comes up a lot coming from supporters of Vaxxed films. It came up during the protest. It has already come up in the comments in the original, for the original video. And that argument is, go see the film. You can't say anything about the film until you see the film. And while that seems very convincing, I do want to talk about what it means and how we can unpack that. The main problem I have with it, and I can't think of it as anything but kind of funny, is that no matter what you say the film is about, people say, you're wrong, the film's not about that. And I'll make it very clear. There was one group of people at the filming itself, and they said, what do you think this film is about? And I'm like, oh, well, it's about disabled people, it's about people with autism and how vaccines cause autism. And they're like, no, you're wrong. This is about a CDC cover-up. Okay. I got a response on my previous film after I had said in the film that this was about a CDC cover-up speech and all this, and I sort of, my review, of course, was very scathing of the whole experience. And in the comments, someone said, no, it's not about the CDC. It's not about you as a disabled person. It's about these severely disabled autistic individuals who, blah, blah, blah symptoms of, whatever level of self-care they're not meeting by someone else's standards. So yeah, no matter what you say, they will always move the goalposts about what the film is about, and I suspect they would do the same thing even if I had seen the film. And the truth of the matter is, we had 4 members of our group who did see the film, and everything I say has been informed by my discussions with them. They've been very vocal about it within the group. We've had a lot of group discussion about what was in the film, what they experienced from the crowd itself, and so on. So I would just want to put that out there that this is not a convincing argument. We are going to get informed about the film through various ways. Some people are going to be able to see the film. A lot of people are not. In some of my other previous videos, I've talked about how the members of our group were severely stressed by the way we were approached by Wakefield and his team. We did not approach them. We stood off to the side. They came to us and got very vocal, very in our face. One lady was shouting at us. She mocked us by asking us why we were shaking. And the 3 of us at once responded, we're autistic. The point being, she was in our face being confrontational for what seemed like a minute or 2, and then mocked us because we were shaking. This is not how you treat disabled people with respect. So, despite our experiences as a group and all the information we've been able to glean about what's in the film from firsthand people who did see the film, yeah, we know what's on the film, all right? And I just wanted to say, too, that was my point with the person being up in our face. A lot of people were, including myself, were too put out by that to go into a room of people who were going to be yelling, screaming, hostile towards us, to see a film that was going to demonize us and dehumanize us. We were not in a good mental state to do that. We were already drained from having to deal with Wakefield and his team, with other people who were there to see the film. It was just not going to happen, or you're going to have some very ugly meltdowns that would have hurt everyone. So, yeah, it's just not possible for everyone to see this film. And, yeah. Anyway, the other part I wanted to say with that is we are using, having seen the film as a metric for what this film is about. I want to know how many of you people have spoken to Wakefield himself in person, because I have. There's video out there of me talking to him. You can go see it. The very first serious question he puts to me is, a lot of the people in this that we talk about in this film have severe problems such as IBS, neurological problems. And he said, do you think these people deserve treatment? I said, of course. And I said that because I have the very problems he was talking about, and I do receive treatment. I'm still pro-vaccine. Point being, I have IBD. I take medicine for that every day, over-the-counter and prescription. If not, I have serious complications. I have vasovagal syncope disorder, and I have learned to treat it through behavioral therapy. It was largely self-taught after I had several episodes with it, but I have conditions just like what he was talking about, and I have treated them. I undergo continuous treatment. My point being, he put it to me in person that this film is about me because it's about those people affected by these conditions. So how can any of you say this film's not about me? All right? So yeah, whenever that argument comes up, you haven't seen the film, I'm just going to say, have you spoken to Wakefield in person, because that's my new standard. If you haven't, sorry, you don't get a say. Okay, bye.